Brown at the 2, Johnson at the 3. Gordon and Jokic, the inside combo. And it's Murray in at the point. The shot by Brown, no good. Pass to Powell. This one for 3. Hits the trifecta.
Well, certainly Tyler Hero is never going to be accused of being selfish. If you get yourself open, he is going to find you.
Now Jokic. Outside Brown. Puts up a 3. The rebound by Ware. And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Powell. Goes up on the baseline. Rebound by the Nuggets. Their last encounter was in Denver.
And at the offensive end, they were lights out in that game. They found all sorts of ways to punish the D.
The coaching staff had them prepared with a great game plan, and they went out and executed it.
And Shams, a favorite topic in the NBA rumor mill is league expansion. What have you heard, my friend?
Well, B.A., I still think we're a little bit ways away. The NBA and the Board of Governors continue to evaluate the potential for expansion franchises in the NBA. They have not made any firm decisions yet, I'm told, but this is something the NBA is continuing to find numbers, trying to evaluate the pros and the cons, potentially adding 1 or 2 more teams to the NBA.
And maybe we think about that inside the U.S., but it could go global as well.
Seattle, Las Vegas, Mexico City are really the 3 cities at the forefront of these conversations.
Back to Ware. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Beautiful look right there. Led his man perfect.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, Eric Spoelstra had a few moments to share with me. Coach joked that if he focused on a single aspect of stopping Nikola Jokic, he would probably just beat them a different way. Instead, he showed the team 5 video clips, each with a specific failure of guarding Jokic. He's asked his players to prevent those mistakes from happening. Back to you, Ryan.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Hero with the bucket.
Well, after giving up that 3 on one end, Tyler Hero was hunting unanswered.
Outside Murray. Pass to Jokic. From deep, Johnson. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Johnson's got 6. And we're seeing teams these days applying more early ball pressure. Why is that tactic gaining steam, Sean?
Well, pressure is always going to provide a level of stress, and so it's a way to wear your opponents down, force them to operate deeper into the shot clock, and really it's a way for teams to leverage their length, their depth, their athleticism. You are seeing it used in different strategies.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You too.
So it's Denver now. Pass to Jokic. The rebound by Ware. Miami leading by 4. It's Hero on the take. Here's Powell. Kicks it to Hero from the arc. And can't get it. He's now 1 of 3. For Denver, they've gone only 2 of 6 from the field. Pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Shams, we talk a lot about LeBron James, his future as a player, but we also start thinking about expansion of the NBA. What do you think LeBron James' future as a potential owner is?
Yeah, LeBron James has told me over the past year he wants to be an NBA owner after his career is over, preferably in Las Vegas. If the NBA expands in Vegas, gets a team there, he very much wants to be the owner of that team, and he's someone that's valued at $1 billion. Let's see what happens when his career is over.
I think he can afford that.
I think so.
The Heat making a switch here. Jaquez is checked in. Pass to Jokic. The kick out to Johnson. The 3. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists now in this one. And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Fresh off a win against the Pacers.
In that game, they were the enforcers, and they were also efficient. That's the kind of balance coaches look for.
It really showed you how together they were as a team, playing for one another.
Adebayo passes to Jaquez. Wiggins against Brown. And the shot's good by Wiggins.
Yeah, a lot of poise that time from Wiggins, getting the contact and showing you that veteran poise.
Here's Strother. He's guarded by Hero. Pass to Brown. On the wing, Jones. Here's Jokic. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Shams, with so many entertainment options out there, Commissioner Silver has said the league cannot be complacent.
Boy, is there ever. I mean, you think about the new TV deals, you think about the rise of social media. We're seeing so much innovation in this world, just in general, across all sports, and the NBA is no different. And certainly, the league office has been very proactive, looking to improve this product at every turn. And a lot of this is around social media and around the internet, around the young consumers and young fans.
Hero with the bucket.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
We see this in the NBA all the time. It is very difficult to keep a lead in this league.
Jokic in the post. Working on Ware. The offensive rebound. Tries yet again. Jokic, no good.
It's a tough stretch for him right now. He may want to find a different way to stay involved.
And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
The passing of Hero keeps getting better and better as his career goes on.
A different look for Miami. Jovic comes in for Bam Adebayo. And it's Powell in for Hero. Nuggets trail by 4. Here's Strother. Still no points. Pass to Johnson. The 3 is up. He can't hit that time.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open 3.
Powell surveying the D. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Larson's checked in for Ware. Pass to Jokic. Here's Strother. Jokic with a screen on Powell. Back to Jokic. The kick out to Johnson. Beyond the arc. And he can't get that one. And so the first quarter is in the books. Miami out in front. They lead by 4. And we'll get things... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take on Miami so far?
Was simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
You give any team this many second chance opportunities, it's going to put you in control.
Jaime Jaquez out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Powell, and it's Jovic in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group in the game for the Heat. And the one thing you hear about in hoop circles, the weak link theory. You familiar, Shams?
Yeah, you know, it's an idea that to win nowadays, you can't have a weak link for the other team to expose. You need guys that can play both ends of the floor, guys that can play defense, guys that can also spread the floor, that aren't a liability on either end of the floor. So we saw that in the NBA Finals. 2 teams clearly stacked with guys who play both ends.
Mitchell's checked in for Miami. Wiggins with a screen on Murray. From deep, Mitchell. Valanciunas with a rebound. And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the Nuggets. They trail by 7. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Raptors at Scotiabank Arena in Toronto. That'll be their 3rd game on the road with 7 games total on the schedule. Clock at 4. Jones with a screen on Mitchell. Murray from outside. Oh my! Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
And this is a tricky move by Murray, getting the defense off balance and drawing the foul.
Good on the second one. And he makes all 3.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
some around the league, Shams, saying the Big Three super team era is done. You see it that way?
Listen, BA, the latest CBA clearly is designed to spread talent around the league, clearly is designed for parity around the league, but I really feel like the super team era really came and went pretty quickly. We saw Miami with their Big Three win it all. Kevin Durant to Golden State was really a one-off product of the salary cap spike in 2016. That's been about it. It's been about parity, but you still do need a couple stars in today's NBA to win.
Rebound Miami.
Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved. He didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
So polished from this painted area. Love watching Wiggins do his thing close to the basket.
Murray finds Hardaway. Back to Murray. Screen by Watson. Pulls up. Murray's shot is good. Murray's got 5.
Oh, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Miami making a switch here. Adebayo's checked in. Gordon, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Nuggets trail by 4. And more we're seeing teams run one center with 4 perimeter players, Shams. What's changed?
Well, it's a copycat league. When things are going great, other teams want to copy. And so what we're seeing now is teams' most effective lineups, more shooting and more mobility. That usually overbalances any deficit you have as far as shot blocking or rebounding in today's NBA.
Jaquez, that's good.
And I think that's the next step in Jaime Jaquez Jr.'s development. He has to become a more consistent three-point shooter.
Outside Hardaway, fires from deep. Rebound Miami. Outside Jaquez. Nice D from Valanciunas.
Well, we talk about the value of great rim protection. That's a shot he typically makes.
Outside Murray. Valanciunas with a screen on Mitchell. Murray passes to Gordon. Shot clock at 6. With the 10-footer, Murray finds Gordon. Shoots over Jaquez. And again, Denver no good. Miami leading by 7. Now Mitchell. Powell outside. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by Denver. Gordon's got 4 rebounds now. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Outside Murray. Valanciunas sets a screen. 3-pointer. Murray, no good. Miami's gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Shams, I know you've had discussions with Commissioner Adam Silver about the league possibly expanding into Europe. Where does that stand?
Well, it's fluid, BA, and Commissioner Adam Silver and other league officials have been very clear to me. It's a process that's going to be measured in years, not necessarily months. There's definitely a sense they want to better serve those fans in Europe, start their own league out there that's NBA affiliated. And that's something the NBA is much more further along in exploring in the days, weeks, and months ahead, as opposed to expansion immediately.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey guys, Tyler Hero wants to be the complete package. He said, quote, "I'm not thinking score, score, score. It's more about finding different ways to impact the game, knowing I don't have to force the issue. When I'm taking efficient shots and making the right passes, that makes us a dangerous team." Back over to you.
He's finding that balance. Okay, Allie, good stuff.
And this is an area where Tyler Hero is so dangerous. No hesitation off the catch.
Pass to Jokic. He had his back to the basket for over 5 seconds. That'll be a turnover. And let's take a look at some of the players we expect to participate in this year's dunk contest. Always an exciting event.
Yeah, year after year, these guys find new ways to innovate and stun the judges. It's remarkable stuff.
And I could see him moving even higher up in the ranks. He's certainly a talented guy up in the air.
He is for sure, but this list is just packed with real aerial artists. This dunk contest is really going to be something special.
And there you have it. This year's dunk contest field looks incredible. We'll keep you up to date in the voting.
That is always a highlight of All-Star Weekend. Watching guys just fly through the air. And I enjoy watching all of the guys on that list slam it home.
Well, we know you got to get going. Thanks, Shams. As always, it's been fun and informative, my friend.
BA, no problem. Always glad to join, but I got to go. I got to get to this news right now.
Man's got things to do. Always a pleasure to have Shams drop in. He knows everything that's going on in the league.
Well, he's really connected and he has great instincts. It's almost like he can sniff out a story better than anyone.
Pass to Jokic. 36 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Here's Strawther for three. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds now.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
His first shot coming late. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Let's go with a 3. Nikola Jokic. He's a stretch 5.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
And so it's Miami leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Defense is setting the tone. And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Coach Spoelstra. Coach, the intensity has been there defensively. Are you?
All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
We often talk about efficiency on offense. They were the winners in that department, guys.
I like how efficient you were with that analysis, Chet. Well done.
Yeah, instead of rambling on like usual.
All right, next, let's look at some of the possible entrants into this year's dunk contest. Thanks, as always, for watching.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. How about Tyler Hero displaying all of his skills today?
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Well, and I expect we're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
Getting underway here in the second half. Here's the 5 for David Adelman. Johnson, the small forward, with Gordon holding down the 4. In the backcourt, it'll be Murray and Brown, and it's Jokic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. The kick out to Johnson, over Hero. The shot by Johnson, no good. Tipped away. Miami leading by 6. Powell for 3. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got his 6th rebound on the night. And Tim, some have said that the hardcore Heat culture doesn't work in today's league.
Well, there certainly is a different mindset in the modern player. And the Heat organization was always known for working players the hardest. But now they have to ease back, but still be tougher than most.
Yeah, great pass to Jokic when he's ready to fire, and then he's straight into his motion.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And Legs, you think back to a few decades ago, we had some fierce rivalries in this league. What constitutes a rivalry nowadays?
Well, BA, it's much more difficult to find those long-term heated rivalries like years past, and that's primarily because of the parity and player movement that we have in the league now.
Look at who's out there now for Denver. Najee comes in for Gordon, and it's Watson in for Johnson. Here's Adebayo. It's Powell on the wing. Outside Mitchell. Three-pointer. Miami, no good that time either.
That's 3 straight misses to start the second half. Not what they wanted.
Outside Watson. It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. And here's who's been leading the league in rebounding over the past month. 5th on the list, Bam Adebayo.
He's just been incredible on the boards over the last month of the season. He's a guy who plays with such desire. Things have been a little bumpy coming into the second half. 5 straight misses.
Murray looking around. Pass to Jokic. Jokic is doubled. Denver moving it around. Here's Najee for the tie. Out of bounds. It'll be Miami's ball. Let's take a look at the numbers for Tyler Hero.
Over his last 10 games, his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better. He looks very confident from deep. There's no doubt he's got the green light to shoot from his coaching staff.
Pass to Mitchell. Fires for 3. A shot that time not on target.
Well, he's over, but they're still winning, and that's really all that matters.
Adebayo, good look. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Adebayo's got his first points of the game.
And it's energy like that on both ends of the floor that's got them out ahead.
Now here's Watson from deep. And another miss by Denver. Pass to Powell. Jacks up a 3. Fires in the triple. And now it's an 8-point Miami lead.
And now that's 1-3 in each half. He is trying to make the most of those 3-point opportunities.
So David Adelman's decided to call timeout here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. A different look for Denver. Valanciunas comes in for Jokic. And it's Gordon in for Najee. Gordon with a screen on Mitchell. To the middle. Gordon with the big finish.
So dangerous in the pick and roll. Murray moving that ball, creating for others.
Murray against Mitchell. Has to Ware. Miami needs to get off a shot here. The 3 from Mitchell. Watson with a rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Gordon, the pass to Murray. And here we go, the Heat fast break. Hero on the wing, guarded by Brown. From deep, Mitchell. Rebounded by Denver.
He's got to take a back seat right now. When you're ice cold, you can't just keep gunning.
Gordon with a screen on Hero. Pass to Gordon. And he converts the layup. And now it's just a 4-point Miami lead.
Yeah, nice touch from the big man. Gordon just burrowing himself into the paint and going to work.
Hero for 3. Again, the Heat misses.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
Murray passes to Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
Oh, the crazy athleticism of Gordon. It makes him a great option in pick and roll action.
Here's the 3. The rebound by Murray.
Yeah, it's been a tough game for him with his shooting. Fortunately, the rest of the team has picked him up, and they have the lead.
Grant, since he's come into the league, what's jumped out to you about Hero's development?
Well, I've liked seeing his growth in running the pick and roll. He's not just a jump shooter anymore. He's a guy that can anchor an offensive unit, B.A.
The 3 from Mitchell. That shot off the mark.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
Brown finds Murray. A minute 39 left in the third. And it's Murray finishing it off.
You see the speed there. Love watching Murray go right towards the rim and convert.
So for Miami, Jovic, he's checked in for Ware. Jaquez comes in for Bam Adebayo. And it's Wiggins in for Mitchell. Brown with a steal. Here we go, one-on-one. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Hero outside. Pass to Jovic. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's going to be on Jamal Murray. Well, Tim, he possesses that classic European combination of size and skill. The 6'10 Serbian, Nikola Jovic.
Yeah, the finesse game is there. Vision, shooting touch. But, Brian, he just needs a bit more physicality to really round out as a player.
There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter. And again, it's Denver missing.
Well, unfortunately, his poor shooting is not helping their case here.
Tries the spin move. Here's Powell. And Powell with the stuff.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, BA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. So David Adelman's decided to call timeout here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Larson's checked in for Hero. And the Nuggets will go for a different look here. Jokic is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Cam Johnson comes in for Gordon. Hardaway's checked in for Brown. And Strother's subbed in for Jamal Murray. Outside Hardaway. Oh, got a piece of it. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Powell. Miami moving it around. They set the screen. Here's Wiggins. Oh, Wiggins with the silky touch at the rim.
Yeah, getting it done inside. Wiggins knowing exactly when to assert himself in the paint.
To the inside. Hardaway from outside. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic. Jokic has got 4 assists now tonight with 1 on the clock. Doesn't go for him. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Miami out in front. They lead by 4. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Well, the vision, the placement of the pass, and then the timing. You just can't do it any better.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Jovic and Bam play together inside. Mitchell out there with Andrew Wiggins. And it's Jaquez in at the small forward position. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Here's Strother, checked by Mitchell, driving inside, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
BA, I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. Adebayo feeling it out a bit. Clock at 6. Fires the 3. Jaquez no good.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Johnson with a bucket.
An elite passer at his position. Jokic just seems to have eyes in the back of his head sometimes.
Heat shooting around 39%. They'd like to get that higher. Wiggins against Hardaway. Pass to Adebayo. Lets it go from deep. Jovic's shot is off. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Now Jokic, checked by Mitchell. To take the lead. Look at Jokic working inside.
And maybe they made some adjustments at the half. I mean, they're finally executing offensively.
Now here's Mitchell. Defense right on him. Right side Watson. Pass to Jokic. Shoots. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And the Heat with some changes. Ware's checked in for Adebayo. Powell comes in for Jovic. And Tyler Hero subbed in for Andrew Wiggins.
And the skill set that Jokic possesses, arguably the most skilled center to ever play the game.
Back to Mitchell. Hero for 3. He can't get that one to fall.
Since hitting 2 triples in the first half, he's been non-existent from out there.
Pass to Jokic. Outside Watson. The 3 is up. Rebound by the Heat.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
Here's Powell. To end the run. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Smart play call to get him something at the rim.
He is in attack mode every time up the floor, every single night.
Bam Adebayo's checked in for Miami. For Denver, they've gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Pass to Jokic. For 3, Hardaway. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. And the Nuggets lead by 5.
And their defense has been significantly worse since halftime. They are going to have to make some adjustments.
Left side out of Bio. Watson with a rebound. Watson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Johnson against Powell. Outside Watson. Pass to Johnson. And they double up Jokic. From behind the arc. And Johnson is good for 3. And now it's an 8-point Denver lead.
I just love the ball movement.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. For the Nuggets, Gordon, he's checked in for Watson. Brown comes in for Hardaway. And Murray subbed in for Strother. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra said to the team. He told his guys to up their aggressiveness on the defensive end, saying this game is all about who can get stops right now. I need you guys to bring some more energy on defense. That's how we'll get this win. Guys?
As always, Allie, we thank you. Jokic.
And how about the trick move by the big man? I mean, nice pump fake from Jokic.
All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Nuggets?
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
And we should also mention their work on the perimeter. They have found quality looks from deep, and they have knocked them down.
You got to do more than that to stop Hero. He's superb at staying under control.
Here's Gordon for 3. The 3 is in. And great passing, so often the thing that separates the good from the great. Who, for your money, Tim, is the best in the association?
Well, what's crazy, B.A., is I think the top of the list belongs to a center. Trey, Nikola Jokic, to me, an all-time talent, still in his prime, and his playmaking ability, unquestionably, the best we have ever seen at the center position.
Never seen any player like him. He's amazing.
Maybe never will, either. Well, Tyler Hero has really blossomed nicely into his game. The combination of shooting and playmaking show reason this is a former 6th Man of the Year. Well, he is really filling it up, but also keeping others involved.
Up top, Hero. Guarded by Brown. Now Powell. Mitchell outside. He shoots. Oh, the miss in the face of great defense. And it's Murray with the ball for Denver. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. Jokic. Yes, sir. Great position on the J.
And this is what makes Jokic an MVP caliber talent. His ability to dominate the defense.
The triple drop.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Jacks up a 3. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Good performance for the Nuggets.
All their efforts on the boards ended up paying off.
And just 2 tough rebounding teams, but they gave the extra effort and were rewarded for it.
And this will go down as win number 25 for them this year.
And that's a sweep of the season series. It's clear who the matchup favored. They'll wish they could have seen more of these guys.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Nikola Jokic.
Yeah, no doubt. He was the most impactful player for their offense tonight.
Here's Mitchell. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup. Murray against Mitchell. Gordon fires. Shot's no good. So